Hello and welcome to the Unspoken YouTube channel, where we explore the hidden stories behind the headlines. In today's video, we're going to take a look at the history of the establishment of the State of Israel, one of the most controversial and influential events of the 20th century. How did this small country emerge from the ashes of the Holocaust and the turmoil of the Middle East? What were the challenges and conflicts that shaped its identity and destiny? And what are the prospects for peace and coexistence in the region? Stay tuned to find out. The Zionist Movement. The story of Israel begins with the Zionist movement, which was a political and cultural movement that sought to create a Jewish homeland in Palestine, the ancestral land of the Jews. The movement was inspired by the persecution of Jews in Europe and the writings of Theodor Herzl, who published The Jewish State in 1896. The first Zionist Congress was held in Basel, Switzerland, in 1897, where Herzl declared, "At Basel, I founded the Jewish state." The Zionists faced many obstacles and opposition, both from the local Arab population and from the international powers, but they persisted in their vision and mission. The Balfour Declaration. The first major breakthrough for the Zionists came in 1917, when the British Foreign Secretary, Arthur Balfour, issued a letter to Lord Rothschild, a leader of the British Jewish community. The letter stated that the British government supported the establishment of a national home for the Jewish people in Palestine, with respect for the rights of the existing non-Jewish communities. The declaration was endorsed by the League of Nations in 1922, when it granted Britain a mandate over Palestine. The Balfour Declaration was seen as a historic recognition of the Jewish claim to Palestine, but it also sparked resentment and resistance from the Arab nationalists, who felt betrayed by the British. The British Mandate. The British Mandate of Palestine lasted from 1922 to 1948. During this period, the Jewish population in Palestine increased significantly, due to immigration from Europe and the Middle East. The Arab population also grew, and opposed the Jewish settlement and the Balfour Declaration. The British authorities tried to balance the conflicting demands of the two communities, but failed to satisfy either side. Tensions and violence escalated, especially after the rise of Nazi Germany and the Holocaust, which increased the urgency of the Jewish plight. The British also imposed restrictions on Jewish immigration and land purchase, which angered the Zionists and led to the emergence of different factions within the movement, some of which resorted to armed resistance. The Partition Plan. The British eventually decided to end their mandate and to refer the problem of Palestine to the United Nations, which was formed in 1945. The UN appointed a special committee to investigate the situation and to propose a solution. The committee recommended to partition Palestine into two states, one Jewish and one Arab, with Jerusalem as an international city. The plan was approved by the UN General Assembly in 1947, with 33 votes in favor, 13 against, and 10 abstentions. The Jewish Agency, the representative body of the Jewish community in Palestine, accepted the plan, but the Arab Higher Committee, the representative body of the Arab community in Palestine, rejected it, as did the neighboring Arab states. The plan was never implemented, as civil war broke out between the Jews and the Arabs in Palestine, and the British announced their withdrawal from the mandate. The Declaration of Independence. The climax of the story came on May 14, 1948, when David Ben-Gurion, the head of the Jewish Agency and the first Prime Minister of Israel, proclaimed the establishment of the State of Israel at the Tel Aviv Museum. The declaration declared the creation of a Jewish and democratic state, and appealed for peace and cooperation with the Arab nations. The declaration was recognized by the United States, the Soviet Union, and other countries, but not by the Arab states, which invaded Israel the next day, starting the War of Independence. The war resulted in Israel's victory and the expansion of its territory beyond the borders of the Partition Plan. The war also created a large number of Palestinian refugees, who fled or were expelled from their homes in Israel. The war ended with a series of armistice agreements, which established the Green Line as the de facto border between Israel and its neighbors. The establishment of the State of Israel was a remarkable achievement for the Jewish people, who had suffered centuries of oppression and persecution. It was also a source of conflict and controversy for the Arab people, who felt dispossessed and marginalized. The history of Israel is full of wars and peace efforts, achievements and challenges, hopes and fears. It is a history that is still unfolding, and that affects the lives of millions of people in the region and beyond. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to leave your comments and questions below. See you next time on the Unspoken YouTube channel.